Okay, so hi, my name is Jazmine.
Hi.
Hello, how's everyone doing tonight? That was weak. How's everyone doing tonight? So, my name is Jazmine. It's a pretty easy name. You can't really mess it up. But I was at a house party on Valentine's Day, and this drunk guy followed me around all night calling me Jazmine. It's Jazmine. And he had this whole story built around it. He's like, okay, your name is Jazmine. And he'd come over and like drape his arm around me like, you're Jazmine. And he'd like be like, hey guys. Like nobody would like, hey guys, this is Jazmine. Because she mines gold. In his mind, he's like, I'm a genius. And like, I love like, drunk guys. You're like a toddler, like a 5-year-old toddler. This is what I compare a drunk guy to. Because I was at another house party. I've been going to a lot of house parties. And I noticed like there was these two guys. They were trying to move this table, and they both had their beers. Their beers are like almost all the way full. So they're like, bro, there's that guy. Like, bro, I need to move this table. But like, I have my beer. And the other guy's like, I know, man, I have my beer too. So like, what are you gonna do? I'm over here watching this. They're like having a moment, like, bro, where do we put our beer? And they're like holding their beer. I was like, you can put your beer down. That's a suggestion. And they're like, bro, I can't. So he like put the beer in his mouth. He's like biting it. And he's like, the other guy spilled his beer, and he's like, oh man. They're like, oh no, the table never got moved. They're like, what is it with drunk people? Like, you can put your beer down. They like walk around with their beer like this is my baby. Put this down. And then like drunk guys, okay, like you're drunk, but that doesn't excuse your crazy ass and creepy ass behavior. At the same house party, I was just sitting on the couch. And this guy comes up to me, he's like, okay. I was like, what? I didn't, like my reaction wasn't anger, it was just like, I was confused. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm hitting on you. I was like, really, that's your strategy? He's like, what? Don't you know what hitting on? Like, have you never been hit on before? I was like, you don't pet people. Has this worked before? You just go up to girls and pet them? Like, okay. And then I kind of took it upon myself. I was like, this guy. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be your wing woman today. I'm going to teach you how to flirt. So I like sat there and gave him a lecture about flirting for 5 minutes. And then he's drunk. So he's like, I know. I'm gonna get my credit card and I'm gonna swipe it between the girls' boobs.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh, this guy is a lost cause. And then he started being very racist. So I was like, I was kind of like secretly praying, like, please get punched in the face. He's such a creep. Like you guys, I don't know if you realize that you're being creeps. But it's super creepy when you're like, don't pet people. Just don't pet people. You're trying to get a girl. Like picking up girls, you're all saying, oh, it's so hard to pick up girls. Don't pick girls. Don't pee on them either. Unless they're like into that, then it could work. It could work. You might work with some Tinder girls. People on Tinder are freaks. But you know, like whatever. I don't do well in house parties because I'm either a socially constipated hermit or a social butterfly. There's no in between. The only difference is this it's caffeine or if there's no alcohol in it. And anyone who has seen me kind of tipsy knows, you know, there's no like in between. So I don't really do well at house parties. I'm usually the one that's just like, the party's over there. I'm like, oh, that's a nice painting. And then the creepy ass dude comes and pets me. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just chilling over here. But it's whatever. And you know, I'm going clubbing tonight. You can tell by this And like when a girl goes clubbing, it's like a huge event. Like right before. If you've ever seen a girl get ready for the club, it's just like, oh my god, what am I gonna wear today? And then you kind of have to consider how ratchet you want to get that night. You could determine how ratchet a girl is planning to get based on the length of her dress.
Well then.
If she's, okay, here's like, if she's wearing jeans, she will most likely get drunk. Shorts, maybe tipsy. If she's wearing a dress, she's probably going to get shit-faced and end up on the ground. She's going to lose a heel at some point. I don't know how people lose heels. I don't understand how that happens. But I've seen that happen. She's like, oh my god, Brittany, where's my heel? And she's like limping over here. And I'm like, how would you not feel that your 6-inch stiletto is not on your foot anymore? Like, wait for me. Like, how do you not feel that? I don't understand how people lose shoes. Like a flip-flop, maybe, but like if you go to a music festival, there's just a bunch of flip-flops. But then there's like that one stiletto right there. Like, you can tell a lot by that person. Whoever lost that stiletto, it's a special kind of person. And you know, like, it's fun. Clubbing is fun. But, again, creepy guys. I don't think you know you're being creepy. But, again, you don't pick up a girl by being like, that's a girl right there. Dude, don't make any physical contact. You don't know her. Like, that's creepy as hell. You don't just go up to people normally and grind up on them. That's weird. Very weird. And like, I like clubbing, it's fun. But like when you go to the club, like as a tall girl, it's like, you know when there's a parking lot full of birds? Seagulls and pigeons, whatever. And you walk up to them and they'll fly away. That's what it's like being a tall girl going to the club.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's fun, but you know, I guess it's not enough to scare away the creepy dude that pets people. I still need a strategy for that. And like I kind of don't have street smarts. So my sister got me a taser. It's a pretty powerful taser. I think it's illegal. I don't think I'm supposed to have it. But I'm not very responsible with it because I lost the charger.
Oh my god.
So I'm thinking, okay, well, let's say I'm in a situation with that creeper guy again that tries to pet me. I'm at the party. But I forgot to charge my taser. Like, I don't know what I would do. Like, I have my taser, I'm just over here like hey. Like, I don't know what I would do at that point, because I really haven't done anything, like, to condition myself, like, in self-defense. I think the most I've done, maybe the closest I've come to kind of like a self-defense class is Zumba. And like women in general, we don't take very cool classes. Like, you don't, like if you go to a Zumba class, it's a bunch of women. Like that one dude, maybe 2 dudes. But like it's always like a bunch of women and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go work out, whatever. And then they don't realize, like, what if you're at a party and this guy comes and pets you? Like, you're not just gonna be like, oh God, okay, what do I do? Oh, I know. You walk up to him like, pet me again. Pet me again, see what happens. And then you're gonna be like, that's not gonna scare him away. He's kind of gonna be like, oh, she's into it. I'm petting you again. It's not a good strategy, okay? And then, I don't know, when guys get alcohol in their system, I swear, because I heard this story. In Brazil, this is a legit story. In Brazil, there was this prison where these 2 prison guards, they got tricked. And these 2 women showed up in like very skimpy police outfits, like boobs sticking out, like fishnets, whatever. And they like tricked them. They got them drunk. So the next day, they found these 2 guards naked and tied to posts. And like half the prisoners escaped. And now I'm just thinking like, did none of them find that suspicious? Like these 2 really hot women, just like very attractive women, just showed up in very skimpy outfits like, hey. gave them alcohol. Does no one find that suspicious? Like, how did they not find that weird? Like, if that would you wouldn't see that happening to like a woman. Like some guy, like, hey, it does happen to us all the time. Like, hey, you want a drink? I'm like, no, I don't want a drink. I don't know you. It's crazy. And you guys, you don't have very good street smarts. But you're dudes, nothing happens to you. So, like another thing that like as a woman, like guys don't really face this. When you go clubbing, you don't really have to worry about your eyebrow wiping off of your face. And it's pretty embarrassing when it happens. Because you're over here dancing. And like, you forget your eyebrows drawn on. So you're like, oh, it's so hot. Like, you wipe your face. And then you're like, oh, where's my mirror? And then, so you just kind of, there's no way to casually like, let me go to the bathroom. I think my eyebrow fell off. Like, there's no way to kind of like, just sneakily be like, or when you stick those like, or when girls stick the fake eyelashes on, there's always, every time I go, there's a girl with one leg dangling half off. And she's like a caterpillar on her face. And she's like, Brittany, where's my shell? It's usually that girl. Just watch, half her eyebrows gone. Or like getting lipstick on everything. When you wear lipstick, it's a commitment, but lipstick, it's like herpes. Like once it gets on something, it gets everywhere. So either you worry about lipstick on everything, or you forget you're wearing lipstick and you smear your lipstick, you smear your eyebrow off, so it's just like this disaster. And then another thing that guys don't really have to face, like, we're all, okay, let me tell you this. I'm gonna let you know a little secret. This is all a lie. This is a lie. I'm lying to you right now. Like, we put a bunch of shit on our face to look natural. Like, this is the logic of the beauty industry, okay? So they market this brown dirt. Like, this brown dirt is the same color as your face. You're like, oh, okay, I'll buy that. You put this on your face. And then there's the lipstick. You're like, oh, okay, so you put that on to look natural. This is my natural look color now. And then the eyebrows, like I'm gonna draw my eyebrows on. But like, this is all a lie. Cause then there's also like the chicken cutlets. Or like those weird like bra things that girls stick on themselves. Yeah. And I don't know if you all have seen, but they make padded underwear now. Like with pillows. So most of the girls you see out there do not look like that. Because once that all comes off, it's like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. And like, it kind of like, I'm not very high maintenance, but I've noticed some girls that like go all out, and I just wonder to myself, like, okay, what if you meet someone nice? You take them home. How are you gonna like discreetly just, get this caterpillar off my eye? Like, wipe my eyebrows off. Just like pull out your extensions. Like some girls have like the fake teeth. Just like hold on, let me take my butt off. Like throw that across the room. And then you take your weird chicken cutlets off. And then you wipe the dirt off your face. Like, how can you casually do that and then expect your friend that you took home to be like, oh, okay. That's not what I came home with. What happened there? Like, guys don't need to face that. You're just like, I'm gonna take a shower. That's it. And you like step outside, you put clothes on. Like, it's an event, like when we go to the club, because we go through all of this. And then like, you're just like, I'm ready. And like, I'm convinced that I'm Kesha. Let me explain. Because I've noticed this. It's like a family thing. Me and my grandma, my mom, everywhere we go, obviously not today, but everywhere we go, as soon as we get there, a lot of people show up. Like usually it happens like when we go to like a house party or something, and you walk in, and like a bunch of people show up. obviously not working today. This jinxed me. But I'm Kesha. I'm Kesha. And you know, like, I identify as Latina. And like people, like when I say that, they're like, oh, where are you from? Like, I'm from Magna, Utah. Where are you from? Oh, I'm like, oh, sorry. I'm from LA, Holmes. I was born in Los Angeles. I'm gangster. 45 minutes from Compton. They're usually like, where are you really from? And I'm like, my mother's womb? My parents love each other very much, so my dad put his penis in my mother's vagina, and here I am. Like, if you're gonna ask someone where they're from, just be direct about it. Be like, hey, what's your ethnic background? Don't beat around the bush, because it's very annoying. Don't do that. And, like, I'm like, whatever. I like being Latina, it's fun, but there's a lot of stereotypes I followed around. And I'm not gonna name names. Sofia Vergara. Sofia Vergara. For those of you who don't understand my accent. Like, I love her, but I feel like she perpetuates this really horrible stereotype for Latinas. And let me tell you something right now. Just because I'm a Latina does not mean that I'm like this all the time. I'm not walking around flipping my head. I'm putting head and shoulders on everybody. I'm putting my shoulders deal for me. I'm not walking around looking like I'm dancing to cumbia all the time. Maybe I have to out later, but I'm not hot, burning, spicy, flaming, or on fire. That sounds like a very painful STD. Nasty. And like, I'm not walking around like, can you talk to me in a British accent? And like, I'm not gonna call you papi, okay? That's some weird, like, daddy issue shit. You need therapy for that. And you know, like, it's crazy. Like, I've had people tell me, oh my God, you're Latina, can you do the accent? Like, that's what I think of. You want me to talk like that? I don't understand. And then, like, people, like, I've run into several people in, like, college, undergrad. Their voices just kind of makes me wonder, like, how are you going to get a job in the future? And it's always, like, the same. Like, imagine this, like, a person with a voice like this. Like, imagine a doctor. Pretend I'm a doctor, like. So, like, we did everything we could. Your dad. It was, like, out of my hands. And, like, it was all up to God. I just had yellow. And, like, I trained so much in medical school, you know? And, like, he just died. His dad. Your dad is dad. Like, how could they be taken seriously? Like, I wonder, like, when I meet these people, I always, like, this is my reasoning. Like, I meet them and I'm like, 10 years from now, are you still gonna talk like that? Is this a phase? Like, have you ever met anyone that talks like that, like, when they're in their 40s? Like, I wonder where these people go. Or like a lawyer, well, in a lawyer situation, it could work. It worked for Elle Woods, Legally Blonde. I guess a lawyer could get away with it, but like, as a doctor, how could you be taken serious with a voice like that? I don't see it working. Like, imagine me with a voice like that. Like, oh my God, hi, my name is Jazmine. Make some comedy for you. Like, it doesn't work. And I just joined the sorority. Like, the girls in my sorority, we're chill. The ones, like, I've met so many that talk like that. And I'm like, and then I make fun of girls that talk like that a lot. And when I meet someone like that, I'm like, are you being serious? Is that your real voice? I'm kind of just like, they'll be talking to me. And I'm like, is she being for real? Like, is this her actual voice? Like, okay, you do you. I don't know. But I think that's all I have, because I blanked out. Because I was taking a nap earlier, like, you know those naps that kind of like, it was supposed to be 15 minutes. I woke up like a day later, like, oh shit. And like, I'm a grown-ass woman, and I take naps, and they're great. But I've realized lately that that's kind of like what my day revolves around now. I'm like, okay, I wake up in the morning. The first thing I think about is, when am I going to take a nap? It's like studying or a nap. Like, that's the first thing I think about. I'm convinced that I'm turned into a toddler. But yeah, that's all I have. Thank you.